This video will show you division of fractions and mixed numbers. There are certain steps to follow in division of fractions. Let's have a glance to our steps to dividing fractions. There's nothing to do with our first fraction than to keep it. Then, we will change our operation to multiplication and get the reciprocal of our divisor. Then the last, we will do the operation, which is multiplication, and express our answer to lowest term. Let's have our first example. 5/6 divided by 3/4. Our first step says we keep our first fraction and change operation to multiplication and get the reciprocal of our divisor. Then we can multiply. In this example, we can apply the cancellation method being explained to you in the previous video. We can pair out 4 and 6 because they have a common factor of 2. We can divide both our numerator here and our denominator in the other fraction by 2. That is 6 divided by 2 equals 3 and 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Since there is nothing more to pair out, we can now multiply the remaining numbers. 5 times 2 equals 10. And 3 times 3 equals 9. Our answer is improper fraction. It is important to change our answer to mixed number. You can ask yourself, how many 9 are there in 10? If your answer to yourself is 1, you're correct. Now, if we pull out 9 from 10, the remainder will be 1. And 9 will become our denominator to our answer. 1 and 1/9 is the quotient for 5/6 divided by 3/4. Let's have more example. 3/5 divided by 10/15. Now, again, we will keep our first fraction. Then, proceed to multiplication and flip our divisor to get the reciprocal. 15/10. Now, we can multiply. Again, in this particular example, we can use again cancellation method because we can pair out 15 and 5 because they have a common factor of 5. And 5 divided by 5 equals 1. And 15 divided by 5 is 3. Now we multiply the remaining numbers. 3 times 3 equals 9 over 1 times 10 equals 10. The answer to 3/5 divided by 10/15 is 9/10. Let's have more example. For 6 divided by 2/10. We will keep our first fraction, proceed to multiplication, and flip our divisor to get our reciprocal. 2/10 will become 2 halves. Again, we can use cancellation method here. We can pair 4 and 6. We can also pair 4 and 2. We can also pair 10 and 2. We'll pair out 4 and 6. What is the common factor of 4 and 6? Yes, 2. 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 6 divided by 2 equals 3. How about 10 and 2? 10 and 2 have a common factor of 2. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. And 2 divided by 2 equals 1. We multiply the remaining numbers. 2 times 5 is 10. 3 times 1 equals 3. Our answer is improper fraction. We need it to be changed into mixed numbers. 10 divided by 3 equals 3. 3 times 3 is 9. If we pull out 9 from 10, the remainder is 1. Then, we will copy 3 as our denominator in our answer. 3 and 1/3 is the answer to 4/6 divided by 2/10. The first thing to do in dividing mixed numbers is to change mixed numbers into improper fraction. Then, change operation to multiplication and get the reciprocal of the divisor and proceed to multiplication and reduce answer to simplest form. Let's take our first example. 1 and 1/2 divided by 3/4. We will change our mixed numbers 1 and 1/2 into improper fraction. We have 2 times 1 equals 2 plus 1 is 3 over 2 or 3 halves times the reciprocal of our divisor 3/4, that will become 4/3. Let's pair out 3 and 3. Obviously, their common factor is 3. 3 divided by 3 equals 1. And another 1. We can also pair out 4 and 2 because they have a common factor of 2. 2 divided by 2 equals 1. And 4 divided by 2 equals 2. Multiplying the remaining numbers, we have 1 times 2 equals 2. 1 times 1 equals 1. Or 2. Let's take our example number 2. 5 divided by 2 and 3/10. Our first number here is a whole number. We can always express whole numbers into improper fraction. 5 can be written as 5 over 1 divided by, we will change these mixed numbers into improper fraction. we have 10 times 2 equals 20 plus 3 equals 23 over 10. Then, we will keep our first fraction. Then proceed to multiplication and get the reciprocal of our divisor here. 23 over 10 becomes 10 over 23. Okay, then we will multiply. 5 times 10 equals 50 over 23. Our answer is improper fraction. Now, how many 23 go to 50? Yes, there are 2 23s in 50. That is 46. If we pull out 46 from 50, the remainder is 4. That will become our numerator to our answer. 4 over 23. Let's take another example. 3 and 2/5 divided by 1 and 5/6. We will change these mixed numbers into improper fractions. 5 times 3 equals 15. 15 added to 2 gives us 17 over 5 divided by 6 times 1 equals 6 plus 5 equals 11 over 6. Now, we will retain our first fraction, 17 over 5, and change our operation into multiplication and get the reciprocal of our divisor. 11 over 6 becomes 6 over 11. 17 times 6 gives us 102 over 55. How many 55 go to 102? There is only one 55 in 102. So we have 1. If we pull out 55 from 102, the remainder will be 47. And we will copy our denominator here, that is 55. So the quotient for 3 and 2/5 divided by 1 and 5/6 is 1 and 47 over 55.